Howdy, howdy, how's it going? Episode 4 in charge here as we go. And I've been a little bit busy. Nothing too crazy on the progression side, but we'll go through the quest book here shortly. I did get some spruce. I just bought it. Didn't do anything too crazy, if you know what I mean. And then, yeah, I've just kind of been slowly but surely expanding and doing a few things. And one of those things is I got myself the flux capacitor. I got a fluxo magnet as well. I enchanted my diamond hammer. I got myself some small lithium batteries to charge up in the battery buffer here, and just little details like that that I've kind of been doing. And well, let's take a quick little look. As you can see, some people have struggled finding some stuff. Oh yeah, I also made, oh boy, what did I hit? That's fine, just a button. I also made a drawer controller over here as well, so keep that in mind. All right, drawer controller, let's claim all of our coins of the things that we made. Oh, I did make an obsidian furnace too, FYI. There's that battery buffer. Nothing too complicated, didn't want to, you know, just sit around do nothing. There's our flux capacitor and our fluxo magnet. All right, so that's everything that we got over here in the first tab. In the early game tab, I bought some sulfur and we got that. Okay, good. In the end game tab, oh, I made 64 of that sulfur. Very nice. Good little item. And oh, I got lead as well, so just some mining things more than anything else. Nickel, cobalt, silver. Silver's, that's the one that Zeth was just talking about there. And then in the beginning tab, we did get ourselves the dark steel. That one was pretty straightforward. We were working on that one. I did make the molds. Those were pretty straightforward. And well, I also made some copper nickel. Okay, copper nickel is some nickel with some copper. Not a complicated recipe by any means, but as you can see, we got a little bit of copper nickel. Nickel itself is also a tough one to find. I think I used it all. But yeah, nickel's a bit of a tough one as well to find, the nickel ingots and dust and stuff like that. And you actually do have to find like garnerite or pendulentite, things like that, right? So definitely something to consider. There's Kryllyk, there's Zeth. As you can see, we've been watching some football, to say the least, because why not? Oh God, are we gonna run into sleeping problems now? We might run into sleeping problems now. That's okay. I have actually protected my base a little bit more than what I used to. I at least have some torches down, but as you can see, the horde is coming. We've got a horde of zombies and everything. We don't care about them. We're just gonna walk away. It's fine. We don't need their lights around here. Okay, fine. You want to die? There you go. You're dead. You're dead. All right. There we go. All right, good stuff. So all things considered, we are in pretty good shape and we are prepared for the next steps. What are those next steps? Well, it's a lot of different things. And one of those is pulsating dust. Pulsating dust is uranite. And luckily enough, I had a section of uraninite ore right over here. Here's my pentlandite ore. That's the nickel, right? And then, of course, I got my regular mine over there. So I went and got some uraninite, and we got some pulsating dust, which is very, very nice. We can claim that guy as well. And then the next up is the pulsating mesh. And a pulsating mesh is effectively an alloy smelter with carbon fiber mesh. Now, the carbon fiber mesh is also either compressor or alloy smelter with string. Now, I believe the better way to go here is the alloy smelter at this point in time. So string and coal dust. And sadly, yes, it has to be coal dust. So that's one of the reasons I've been holding on to my coal for as long as I have been. I am out of mortars, though. What do I need for a mortar again? I honestly don't remember. It's been a while. It's been a while. Is it this or is it plates? Oh, no, it's just that. Okay, perfect. So we'll throw that guy in there, and we're going to grab a piece of coal, and we're going to go, okay, a coal with the mortar, and it goes the other way around. I always do that with this one. Nope. Does it? Maybe? Maybe it's that glitch. Is it up here? Oh, man. Why do I always forget this? All right, let's find it. Mortar. Yeah, coal above it. It's just glitched. It's fine. All right, so we'll get ourselves the coal dust here. We need 4 of them? Question mark. Chewing dead wood. Okay, if you say so. Let's do that, and let's do that. And I'm guessing we need 16 LV, LA smelter. What am I missing here? Oh, whoops. It's this first, right? We need the carbon mesh first. You silly. You silly. Need this guy first. So that's the string with the coal. Woo! I was like, what did I do wrong? Oh boy. One of those days. Watching football, distracted, obviously. There we go. Okay. We'll get that going. I'm like, does this require medium voltage? I certainly hope not. We're not there yet. But all things considered, we're good. We're good. Don't worry about it. All right. So we're going to get our carbon fiber mesh here. This is very nice because that will allow us to get the next thing, the pulsating yada yada. Yada yada. That's the technical term. And then equally over here, I want to work to get a bending machine. I am sick and tired of dealing with the bending machine. All right. Am I literally out of wrought iron? I am. Okay. Let's get, what do we need for that? For each piston, we need 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Very good. And then we need some of these for gears, right? I think it's 8 per. So let's take 16 of that. And we'll just fire on over here. We'll get our gear mold. This is one of the nice things about these molds, is now you can kind of just do this. It does take a bit of time, 28 seconds, but it does work to become Seahawks head coach. He asked what his plan was. I got it. Oh, I forgot to grab a mesh. Okay. I forgot. I knew I was forgetting something. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll have to make another one of those and put it into our inventory. I just kind of grabbed and transferred it over. So either way, let's get over here. We'll throw that gear in and let's make our first piston. Very nice. We're gonna lock that one in. Okay, good. Are we out of rods? We're out of rods. 1, 2. I have to say, these crafting stations are beyond awesome, but I also want to, like, never touch them again, if you know what I mean. I don't know if any of you have played this or not, but I'm pretty sure that's a very normal feeling for most people. All right, there we go. Pistons. I think I need them in my inventory. Yes, indeed. Let's claim our pulsating mesh. That's good. Let's claim our pistons. Look at us, just tag teaming things, getting stuff done. Now we can work on our bending machine, macerator, compacting drawers, you know, lathes, compressors, all that stuff. And then up here, we can also work on our simulation chamber, which is a dark steel machine hull, which I can make. Right? Dark steel plates. Let's make our bending machine. Don't get distracted here. Do not get distracted. Do not get distracted. I am super distracted. Well, but let's get our vending machine. Saving our hammers and stuff like that on plates is going to be a huge step overall for us. So we're going to jump up here and we're going to say vending machine. Let's go. I need another electric motor. I need iron rods and magnetic rods. No problem. We can do that 4 days. I think... let's see. You know what? Let's make 33 of these. I've done a lot of mining, and I feel pretty good about it. Yeah, we're going to do that just so that we have them. So we need to make one of these. I'm not going to go crazy on those just yet, because I think we can make ourselves a better system to get that done. And there we go. Basic vending machine. Pipe, pipe, pipe. This is a huge step for us, for sure. This is going to allow us to basically bend the items that have been annoying me for a very long time. Oh, look at those batteries go. I love it. I love having that extra power just lying around. You never know when you might need it. Okay, very good. Let's just place these guys in here for now. I'm going to place the pulsating meshes in there for right now, as we're going to want to put, you know, like this in here. And on that fact, we're going to actually take 8 of these, and we want to make these plates, dark steel plates. And we want them to be in the metal bender with a program circuit of 1 to make the plate. Okay. Program circuit of 1. Boom. Bend and make me my plates, please. Thank you very much. Excellent. So the big thing here, all these machines that we're building, right? You're using electricity instead of tools. Is it more efficient? Not necessarily. Is it better? I think so. But not everyone will agree with you in the fact that it's better. Okay? I do think this is the way that we're moving forward. This initial stage is just about setting up the infrastructure so that you are getting it done. Okay? So there we go. Dark steel machine hull. Very nice. And this guy now. Boom. Boom. We need a glass pane. We need a glass pane. We got the glass pane. So all things considered, boom, there we have it. Simulation chamber. Very nice, very good to have. This unlocks deep mob evolution, deep mob learning, whatever you call it. It's a very important step. But, as you can see, we unlocked it. We can't do anything with it at this point in time. We still need to advance to additional things to even get there. Like, we need electrical steel. So let's jump on back and say, okay, there's electrical steel. For that, I need the LV electrolyzer. So let's take a look. Let's get that LV electrolyzer going and see what we need for it, right? Pretty straightforward, nothing too crazy. Let's get ourselves another machine hull. All right, that's a great start. Oh yeah, that's an amazing start. You know what? We have the machine now. Let's utilize it, right? Let's utilize the machine. Let's take 64 steel and we're gonna bend it right on up. And you know what I just thought of? Yeah, that machine's a little noisy. It's a little noisy. Boop. Very loud noise. Very much worth it. All right, there we go. Excellent. Let's see. I'm going to keep an eye out with if anybody needs sleep. So, you know, Garlic's sleeping. I'll sleep. All good. So, like I said, we haven't really built a base or anything like that. We're kind of just trying to progress. And I had a long conversation with our wonderful, wonderful friend on here, Mr. Zatharian, and Kryllyk. Kryllyk is one of the crazy guys that has completed this before, in the other way without AE2 channels. So you know, very knowledgeable. And they all kind of say the same thing. They say, don't build a base until you get to, like, high voltage. Okay? So keep that in mind if you're playing along, or you're deciding to play along, or you're thinking about starting this up. It's gonna be, you're gonna be rebuilding stuff a lot. So maybe keep it in mind that maybe that's not the best strategy to jump in, build a big base, all that kind of stuff very early on. All right. Now, these things are not fast. We do need the gold wire. We got the tin cable. I think we have the glass still. So I think we have... Is it almost everything we need here? I'm going to put those in there. I'm going to stick the rest of the gold wire in here, because this has become my wire wrapping station, basically. Let's just see. Boom, boom. We need the machine hull, and we... Oh, we're out of glass. Okay. So we need the wrought iron plates. You know what? It's sacrilege, but I'm not waiting. I'll do up some right away here. But let's just do that. Let's get that done. Let's go with some glass. Like so. Make it for me. Like so. Excellent. I'm impatient. And there we go. Electrolyzer. Nice. Okay. So, we've just, again, added to our wonderful arsenal of machines. We didn't get a quest complete because we have to make 13 clay dusts. So, first things first, we need to add it to power. Now, the clay dust. Why do we need this? And what's it for? So, let's see. We have some clay right here. Not a lot of it, though, to say the least. We need to make some clay dust. That's a small pile of clay dust. Can we make a big pile of clay dust? You can. It was the, it's the thing. It's this into this. That makes clay dust. Now, clay dust in an electrolyzer, 13 of them to be exact, is going to produce you 6 buckets of water, some sodium, some silicon, some lithium, and some aluminium. Yes, I said it the way it's spelled. Aluminium. It can also be said aluminum, but this one is aluminium because it's European. All right? And that is what we need to basically get to. And on top of that, we are going to want to automate this process as soon as we can. Okay? So, how do we automate clay? That's a great question, but there is a way to do it. I just have to remember how. It's not macerate or recycling. Is it pulverization? I didn't think it was. Is it centrifuge? No. There is a way to make clay. There is a way. Maybe it's this that you make? Oh, is it the chemical reactor? Indeed it is. Okay. So we're going to want to eventually work our way up to that system very, very soon here. So let's get this done and that. Oh, no, that's not what I want. Not what I want in the slightest. I want to make this into actual clay, like so. And then that goes there like that. And as you can see, we have 4. Well, guess what we need to go find? Some clay. Alright, in the meantime, though, we can get our wrought iron started up as well. Let's see if we can go find some clay. I need, like, a clay node. If you know what I mean. Give me that clay. I should get silk touch for it, actually, but it doesn't make that big of a difference. We're just going to wander the river here. And away we go. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That's bad. Yeah. Yeah. Some of the football games here haven't been the best, so there might be a little bit of, you know, conversation going on about that. Really not good, this one, at the moment, so. Oh god, I'm dying. I forgot that you can't just, like, breathe underwater. It's fine. Minecraft basics, right? Alright, let's do this. Let's get out of here. And that should give us enough. Like, you think about how much clay it takes, right? I mean, it's almost a stack to make these 13 clay dusts. So we definitely need to get automating that clay ASAP here, because this is going to be a doozy if we don't. Right? Look at that. We only got 23. That's still crazy. That's still crazy. Okay. So, boom. Anyways, we can throw that in there. You can hear it electrolyze. You can hear it so loud that we're about to go whack it with the hammer. I dislike the noises. And you got to be diligent about them, because they will build up on you. I guarantee it. Okay. There we go. We got sodium. We got silicon. We got lithium. And we got aluminum. So that should now complete that quest. Excellent. We have all of those things. That is great. Now from there, we can get hydrogen and oxygen. Well, that's out of water probably, if I'm guessing. But we can also get ourselves the electrical steel. Now, electrical steel in the alloy smelter, I believe it is. We have silicone and steel dust, or silicone and steel ingot. Well, we got some other things here. Aluminium is nothing to scoff at as well. But we also have 2 things of silicone on us. So let's just run over, and we're going to make 2 electrical steel while we have it up and running right now. Like so. Excellent. I'm also kind of trying to track a little bit, like, how much power are we going through here while we do this? Because I'm not going to lie, charcoal's a bit of a pain. Coal's even a bigger pain, so we're not touching that one. But it seems like we're doing all right for the most part. There we go, some more plates. I love it. Let's collect all the things that we haven't done yet. That is perfect. I love it. All right. Electrical steel. We got it. These can both go in there, because that's where we use stuff. There we go. Electrical steel is unlocked. We got our grains of affinity. We got our electrical steel. We can look into basic capacitors and capacitor banks, which would be quite nice, might I add, compared to that buffer. We also have pulsating iron and ender pearls that gets us into item conduit and snad, which would be pretty darn awesome as well. But it will require the autoclave, which requires the extractor, which requires pumps and things like that, right? So what I think we want to do here first, and I don't see it here, maintenance muffler, are any of these free? This one's fine. Okay, we'll just get rid of that. Screwdrivers, output sides, it's good to know. We can reference these. A power unit in MV. I don't have the crowbar. Okay. Let me just, I'm just cleaning up. Auto chisel. Smart item filters, good to know. Machine naming. Okay. You can name your machines too. Good to know. I really need to get a chemical reactor, automate that stuff. And where is it on here? Is it even on here? I don't see it. Am I blind? I see the forge hammer. We should probably maybe get one of those too. That might be a good way to go. Is it on a different tab? So we can make a blank data, which is good. Is it matter energy? No, that's the AE2. Is it in early game? Farming, ore processing, and byproducts, sulfur. Chemical reactor MV, though. That's an MV. Is that all that there is? Let's see. Chemical reactor. Chemical bath. Nope. Chemical bath. Basic chemical reactor. There is an LV machine of this. Okay. So for that, we need a tin rotor. Am I blind? Am I just not I gotta be missing it, right? In the quest, I would think. Let's see. So for this guy here, we would need a motor, a machine hull, 2 more glass. So let's just hook up a bit of that very easily, like so. This sodium dust and whatnot, I'm just gonna put it all in here. We will need it all, but right now it's just out of sight, out of mind for me. Electrical steel, I'll put in there for right now. Mind you, I think we need quite a bit of this, if I recall. Let's see. Oh yeah, all of those require electrical steel. Yeah, there's a lot of electrical steel is what I'm seeing. Okay, good to know. We definitely need to get a whole bunch of it. All right, nobody's sleeping, that's fine. We'll just wing it. We'll just keep going. I'm okay with that. Let's do that. Boom. Okay, so we have the glass. We need the tin rotor. Tin rotor is that, or oh, it's in an extruder. In an extruder. Let's see. The beginning. Extruder. I don't have an extruder. Why are you making me build things that I don't have? I tell you. All right. Let's see. Somebody's sleeping. I'll sleep. Make sure we get done. How do we build this? So I guess we have to make it like this. So we need the tin plates. We need a tin ring. We need a tin screw. Okay. So let's get ourselves the 4 tin. Let's get ourselves, oh, it's a wrought iron screw. Okay. Do we have tin rod? We do not have tin rod. Okay, we got that with tin, like so. So there we go. We got tin rod. That turns into tin bolts. And we need another rod here. So that's 2 rods. And then the ring is a hammer on that. Okay, this guy is going to be this with this. Get 10 bolts. We'll lock that in. And then this guy over here, we're going to be screws, which is, yeah, that. Okay, so file with the bolts is going to get us a tin screw. We'll lock in the tin screw recipe. You know what? Let's lock in the drawer controller as well. I don't think we'll need too much of it, but not a bad way to go. And then up here, we have this with this. Nope. This with it. Oh, what? Was that right? Sometimes the graphical thing is a little annoying. Not going to lie. All right. So we got that. We got that. We need our rotor. Oh, yeah. We need the plates. We need the plates. Let's go get those crafted up as well in ye old bending machine. We're probably also going to need to deal with the water. We'll have to think of a way to deal with the water as well in this system. There's a lot to think about here. We've really just kind of opened up the door here into a lot of different things. So we're going to need this file. We're going to need our screwdriver and those plates. Yeah, it's really opened up here in the last few minutes, which is awesome to see, but at the same time, a little scary. All right, we got our rotor. That's good. We can put that in there. And all we need now is an electrical motor and an LV machine hull. There's that. And the electrical motor is one of these into one of these, like so. Done and done. And that gets us the chemical reactor. Now, before I build this, I want to make sure that we have the right thing here. There's 152 recipes. Okay, we're going to look up clay again. It is a chemical reactor that we require, and we will need dust blocks. Dust blocks can be crafted from an iron hammer. Okay, there's a manual way. I'm okay with that, actually. So we have a bit of a manual way, or we can use the forge hammers. Okay, well, let's make it now. Basic chemical reactor, locked. And I believe it did say LV, right? Yeah, LV. Okay. That's really good to know. So this guy here, to make clay, we need water with a dust block. Well, we're getting water right here. So let's put that down like so. Let's grab ourselves this guy right here. We're not using it anyways. Let's do this, and we're gonna go extract, always active, and insert only. Okay, we got our 6,000 out of this electrolyzer into our chemical reactor. I like it. Now we need to get ourselves the stuff that we need for gravel. How do we get... So we need dust, right? Dust requires sand. Sand requires gravel. Gravel, I guess from a cobblestone generator, right? So cobblestone into a forge hammer, or you can mortar it. So I think for right now, let's just do a quick mortar, like so. Right? We'll burn through some of that, and that's okay. I'm okay with this. And then this guy here with this gives us sand. Excellent. And then this guy here with this, I guess this, gives us that dust, right? Very good. Okay, now we're out of a hammer there. But that gives us that dust block, which is nice to see. So we can put that in there, and that's going to generate us some clay. Not too shabby. 6. 6 clay is not enough to replenish that. The more we learn, right? So we're going to need another infinite water source. So let's do that. Or maybe even, maybe it's time to get the better one, but we'll see. We'll just get this one for right now. It should be fine. We have time. So let's just get this. And because we're at the end here, I'm just going to slap it down beside it. There we go. We're at 80. We're at 160. It's slow. It's very slow. So maybe we'll get ourselves the end reservoir or something like that in due time here. Now, to make the clay dust itself, I think we need to pulverize it. We need to take clay and pulverize it, I'm guessing. So let's see. So if we use on clay, that gets us that. That's good to know as well. But we need macerator recycling. Okay, so it looks like we're going to need a macerator to grind it down into the clay dust. Whew. We got to build a lot of stuff here, ladies and gents, to say the least. There's a lot of things, right? We are now at the stage where we have access to a lot of stuff. And now's when we're going to start to really use a lot of stuff too, right? So let's get on over here. We're going to get some more tin going. Oh, that's 1 per 5 minutes. It's fine. It's fine. All right. It's not that much fine, but we are going to keep going with the plates. We need more plates. We need more of everything, so we're just going to keep on chugging here as we go. So, yeah, every once in a while it kicks on. I'm okay with that for now. But we're definitely going to need to ramp that up pretty soon here, to say the least. All right, we do have enough for, I think with the 10 in here, yeah, we'll have enough for at least one more, 1, 2, 3 of that clay dust. Boom. We'll lock in the clay dust because that's obviously something we need. We'll throw the clay in there that we have, and then we'll electrolyze, and that'll blast us off on this guy as well a little bit. But really, we just kind of need to, sort of need to get our automation going here on this electrolyzer. It seems like this is the magical time when actual automation's gonna kick in a little bit. So, without further ado, give me a quick little break here, and I'll see what I can come up with. Right. So it feels like we're pretty much at the max. And I'm running out of time today. So we are going to have to call it right here. I'm loading up on some tin plates and some other things. I did make some item conduits. I made my first LV pump, so all of this type of stuff I got. And ultimately, I'm going to try to just kind of flesh out all of these machines that we have here. And just take a quick break, as bad as it sounds. Take a quick back seat to make sure that I'm setting myself up for success instead of just powering forward so fast. So hopefully next episode we can see a nice little automated system is going to be my goal. We need to get our power a little bit better. We need to get everything just a little bit better than what we currently have to make sure that we are in a good position moving forward as we progress, because as we progress it's going to become harder, and this charcoal is a very manual process. Me chopping down trees, burning it, using charcoal, all that type of stuff to make more charcoal, and it seems to be a little bit frustrating to say the least. I am going to pick up this extruder. We'll grab that guy as well. That's what we did with the pump, and what a way to finish off the episode with another completed item. The next step will be the autoclave here, and for that we're going to need another one of the worst things possible to make, and that's the LV electric pump. It's a doozy. I do not recommend it for anyone if you can avoid it, which you can't. But yeah, it's not an easy craft, to say the least. It required us to make bronze. It required us to do so many different things. Actually, with this extruder, actually... Oh, but that requires MV. That's right. So yeah, I gotta make them into plates. I gotta do it this way until we get the upgrade. So yeah, it's a bit of a doozy. We need to get ourselves another tin rod here, and we need to hit that with a hammer to make the ring. Yeah, like I said, there's definitely a few things that I would like to get cleaned up here so that we don't have to worry as much about some of this stuff. But I'll be building a lot of this stuff off camera because it's a little bit tedious, to say the least. And I don't want to bore y'all with some pretty simplistic things like a pump, like we just did right there. But, you know, all things considered, we are getting closer and closer to our setup here, which is really good to see. And this is more or less what I've been doing to build this stuff. And we need 2 circuits, which, oh boy, that's a lot of stuff. I was not anticipating that. All right, we'll just make 2 for right now. I'll probably be doing a whole bunch more because, yeah, it looks like we need some charcoal dust. Probably are going to need some more vacuum tubes as well while we're at it. And a little bit of everything, to say the least. So, thank you all so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe, you like, all that kind of stuff. And have a good one.